Hello, my friends, and welcome to Studio De Hevry. I'm Jeff Cavanaugh from 97.1 The Freak in DFW. It's on the iHeartRadio app if you want to listen to me and Mike Reiner and Julie Dobbs and Michael Gruber. But you're not in the DFW area? No problem. iHeartRadio app. Just a quickie today, just because I've done something at least the last couple of days. There's some momentum going, some YouTube momentum. I want to talk about how much I hate Mike McCarthy right now. And that's not the right word, because hate is like a real word. How much I'm annoyed with words that he said. And words are hard, because he tried to add a lot of context so that I wouldn't get mad at him with the words that he said. But Mike McCarthy talking about this Cowboys football team and their goals and the way that they're going to play. Oh, my God. It's bad. It does not make me feel good. I like a lot of the things we've done outside of Sunday night offensively. Outside of the red zone, we definitely hit the mark. That is true, by the way. When we started this offensive approach back in April, I think it's just a matter of who do you want to be and who do you think you are. I coached a team for a lot of years that was offensive driven, but this team is about defense. Let's make no bones about it. It's not a slight against the offense. We want to score as many points as everybody, and we're not playing not to lose, so don't mix the message here, but we play to our defense. That's the strength of our team, and by doing that, the time of possession, taking care of the football, those are two things that I thought were improvements from past years the first month. Clearly, it was not against the 49ers. You don't get to talk about any sort of offensive improvements that you claim to have made in the first months when the game situations dictated that you could do literally whatever you wanted. When your defense gives you points, puts them on the board, you're playing against inferior teams and you're playing with a lead, yes, you get to be as conservative as you want. Nobody's going to kill you for it. If you're kicking field goals against Zach Wilson to go up by 2 scores, I'll be okay with it, and I'm going to go for it on fourth down guy, and so is Mike McCarthy. But yeah, in the right scenario, you don't have to. And that's really cool that you could move the ball between the 20s. That was fun. I like it too. I like that for the most part, your offense was able to drive the ball. But to pretend that if you're not good in the red zone and that there's some sort of ulterior motive than scoring points when you're playing offense, I think it adds up to what the Cowboys have been for a while now, which is a team that can make the playoffs and then get their ass kicked. And, okay, you played a good competitive game with San Francisco in the playoffs last year, but like they've clearly gotten better and you haven't. I don't know how you're going to pretend that you're going to play to a defense and win the 2023 NFL Super Bowl. It just doesn't make any sense. And what it sounds like to me is just a massive overreaction from probably a Jones family member to the number of interceptions thrown last year, as if you weren't playing good offense and didn't have people who could get open. Like last year's offense, I liked it. People will look up and say, yeah, well, look at the touchdowns and the interceptions. I say, yep, that is the results you got while scoring the most points in football when Dak was playing. It's fine. And it'll normalize over time. If you have better receivers, you'll throw less picks because you won't have guys who aren't open that you're trying to force the ball to. They scored as many points as they did last year. They won 12 games last year because of how many points they scored. And the defense was really good too. It's an offensive league. Just even the words, like we play to our defense. That's our strength. It is, it's so gross. That's a team that can't win the Super Bowl. It could in 2000. The Ravens could in 2000. You could win with your defense. Nick Foles had to outscore Tom Brady to win a Super Bowl. Oh, it's just so gross. It's so gross. And he knows better. But I think the about face is just the number of interceptions thrown last year means that our new focus is to not throw interceptions as opposed to scoring points. That's dumb. It's dumb. You have better players now. Instead of throwing to Noah Brown or Dennis Houston, you would be throwing to Brandon Cooks. You'd be throwing to Brandon Cooks or Jake Ferguson or Michael Gallup instead of Dennis Houston, that was going to solve your interception problem. You have an 8-year sample size that says your quarterback's not an interception guy. You happened to throw interceptions in one season with bad weapons while being very aggressive and scoring a bunch of points. It's okay. You should not base your offense and your philosophy on the results of 15 plays or whatever the number was last year. No. Base it on all of the plays. Football's a short season. It's a low season. You base how good you were at offense on all the plays. How many points per drive? What was our yards per play? How many points did we score at the end of a game? Were we doing that better than the teams we were playing against? You don't base it on 4 to 6 times somebody tipped the ball to a defender, and now our problem is interceptions, even in the game against the 49ers. Like, are there people out there who are going to say they lost this game because they turned the ball over and threw 3 picks? Because it's not what happened. This game was over at 28-10, and you had thrown no interceptions. But you know what you had done? Excuse me. Time to wake up from my nap. But you know what you had done is on first down, you had run the ball for 1 yard. You had thrown the ball to the running back for -1 yard on your next first down. Your running back fumbled on your next first down. And none of this is to say that Dak played well. He did not. It was bad. I'm lower on Dak than I've ever been. But I also think everything about the marriage they have right now looks bad. And it's a week-to-week league. It could all go away. They could go beat the Chargers 40-3. And we could feel differently. But the Chargers offense is the best it's been. They got a new offensive coordinator. His name's Kellen Moore. And I liked McCarthy getting to call his own offense because I think that's the way the world should work. If you're the head coach, you pick who does what. You don't get hired as the head coach and then get told who your offensive coordinator is. That's dumb. So I supported it. But as of today, I like Kellen Moore's offense more than I like Mike McCarthy's offense. Faux show. They seem averse to the middle of the field. They seem averse to aggression in general. They don't target their number 1 wide receiver enough. I need to look at the season numbers, but this week, my God, they don't go in motion and move guys around enough. You know the play they scored a touchdown on? You know what they did? They took a guy who can run fast, which running fast doesn't matter for this team right now because all they do is line up with 3 receivers and run a slant. But don't worry because we've timed our quarterback's feet up to the route. And if that's not there, we go to the next one and then the next one. And none of that first or second one equals throwing the ball far for touchdowns, but don't worry about that. But the one that they did score a touchdown on, they took a really fast, athletic guy, Cavanaugh Turpin. They took him from the left side and motioned at the snap because then you could see that the guy who was covering him went with him. And, oh, sweet, they're telling us they're in man defense. And then where he ended his motion was behind 2 other wide receivers. So the guy who was in motion with him had to back up and let all that clear out to see where the guy was going to go. And where the guy was going was, I run really fast. You couldn't press me at the line of scrimmage. Watch me work. I'm going to get open. We're going to score a touchdown. But that's the sort of play they don't want to run. Because what might happen if we take a sack or throw a pick? Ew. Oh, it's gross. Oh, it's gross. It's gross. And I will say this. If that's your goal, you 100% should move on from Dak as soon as you can. There's no reason to pay a quarterback if your goal is to throw quick game and hand it off a bunch and hope to God you get a first down or 2 so that your defense can breathe and go try to do a good job. If that is your goal, yes, rookie quarterbacks, run them through, baby. Find me some nice, efficient Big Ten quarterback that can throw a slant. Let's do it. I thought as the week went on, it'd be like, I'd be more cool and it'd be fine, everything would be fine. I thought as the week went on, that would happen. And that's not even that bad of a quote. Like, he hedged it in 6 different ways. But just, this team is about defense. Let's make no bones about it. You won't win the Super Bowl, the end. This team is about defense is what comes after you establish we're an awesome offense. Having a good defense will help you if you're, I don't know, any of the Patriot teams that won a Super Bowl. Yeah, we're a good offense and we're good at defense. That's the formula, is be good at everything. Because if you suck at defense, that's going to be a problem. But if you say that's the best thing you have, you ain't winning. Your awesome defense is not going to go shut down the 49ers and the Eagles and then the Chiefs or the Bills on the way to winning the Super Bowl. You're going to have to score points, brother. That's the name of the game. You added better players on offense to go score more points and then said, I don't want to try to score more points. I want to try to get slow first downs. Any coach who talks about time of possession in 2023, I think should be fired. Time of possession doesn't matter. If I score 90 seconds twice in a row and somehow you pretend that's not good, what? The name of the game is scoring points. The best offenses want to score on every play. Not, boy, it'd be great if we got to 2nd and 5, and then, boy, I tell you what would be amazing would be if we got to 3rd and 1. That'd be super cool. And then if we could convert that one, we could do that again, and another set of those 3 downs. That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 18 plays from now. If we've run 18 pretty good plays, we got a chance to score. No! Go score. I didn't even mention it. Looks like the Cowboys are going to sign Rashaan Evans, former first-round pick, linebacker, because they ran out of bodies. With Leighton hurt, you'll have Damone Clark. You'll have Marquise Bell, who's a converted safety, and that's kind of what you got at linebacker. They got other safeties that line up and take snaps at linebacker, but they showed handed, so they need to sign a guy. So Rashaan Evans, come on down. Maybe he'll even play some. I don't know. Probably not. But maybe. But yeah, they just ran out of bodies. All right, you guys have a great day. That didn't seem like a very uplifting video for you guys today. And for that, I'd like to apologize. They might go kick the crap out of 3 teams in a row, and we'll feel really good about this team again, because it is a week-to-week proposition. But sometimes when people say stuff that I just think fundamentally is crazy talk, I get sports mad. Go Rangers. Remember, you have no idea what anyone's going through. Be cool to everyone. I love you. Be easy.